What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here, XP Share,
Right there.
coming back at you for like the 50th, 63rd time. What's up? How's it going? Juice, Quang, how y'all doing?
I'm playing ranked. Hold on, I've not outgrown my screen kitty tendencies this weekend.
Oh god, man's on the Clash
Oh,
grind,
man.
dude.
I wish it was Clash. It'd be so much more fun and interactive. Meanwhile,
It'd be
I'm
so much
just
more worth it.
stressing out on TFT. Fuck.
Wait, you're playing
Oh,
I
I'm
thought
still
you were
alive.
playing. I thought you said you were playing Clash.
No, I was joking. Oh, I did this.
Uh,
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Bot 2. It's whatever.
Just
Justin wasn't in my ear. No, just kidding. I
yeah,
haven't played Clash of
my
Clans
bad.
forever.
I didn't know audio was fucking ruining your auto chess experience.
Yeah, my reaction time was lowered. You have no idea.
Holy shit, dude. Unfortunately, CJ, as you can see, wasn't able to make it today.
Thank God.
Wow.
Baseball
I think he's doing
Clip
life
that.
stuff.
Clip that.
Clip that. Jesus Christ. But yeah, here we are, episode 63. Fucking first episode of a new year. Happy New Year. Hope
Ooh,
everybody
Happy
had
New Year.
good holidays.
I did.
Did you? What'd you do?
I drank.
I drank.
the holidays were a little long, but that's it's always
Bro,
good having people around.
I'm just so not ready to go back to work tomorrow. Like there were a few days last week where I had to go in a few days, and it's just like, this hurts. And bro, when I say the past like 3 weeks have been like 3 to 5 a.m. sleep schedules, I'm so fucked tomorrow.
Yeah, bro. That sounds like it.
I'm so screwed.
That sounds like it, brother.
Um,
Damn.
but yeah,
You gonna be alright?
I'm not gonna be all right, dude.
Right.
The worst part is I'm trying to slow down on my caffeine intake as I'm drinking caffeine right now. Bloom Energy, please sponsor us.
Yeah, I'll get back on the caffeine at it. Like, so I do coffee in the morning. That's like my big thing that I do when I'm working. But there will be a point in time where I'm too tired and I'll start having 2-3 energy drinks a day. And then I'll realize how much it sucks to not be on them. And then I'll time myself on a bed, exorcist style, and just start spewing demons for a month. And then the cycle continues.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to get that, that natural body energy back, and then it's just like, yeah, sure, I'll cut. Are you happy? Well, that's that. There's a good kicker there. It's like I'll go a few days without caffeine and it'd be like, okay, this is kind of going. I'm like plateauing, just getting through the day, and then it's just like caffeine is so much better. Like, just give me a boost. Bell, what's going on, dude? Welcome.
Unfortunate, but true.
So we got a lot to go over today in the world of esports. So let's start ticking things off with the 2025 recap.
Yeah, I was just kind of wanting to look back at last year. We did, because our last 2025 episode really revolved around the Game Awards. So I was like, 2025 was kind of sick. I played the same 3 games that I always do, but
yeah, it was the year of sleepers, for sure.
But there are a lot of cool games that came out that made me want to replay old games.
Yes, for sure. Oh, also real quick, Mike, I think you'll appreciate this one.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh.
There is no cloud. It's just someone else's computer.
That's pretty
Yes.
funny.
One of
Which
the
is
nine
true.
9 shirts I got for Christmas.
I love that actually.
Literally 9 shirts.
There is
Um,
no cloud, it's just someone else's computer.
but yeah, 2025 was good.
It's true.
Good, some good games, some good sleeper titles. Arc Raiders, of course, for multiplayer. Um, Claire earlier this year. We got Hades. We got Silk Song. I mean, we literally went all over them in the Game Awards. So
Yeah.
it's just like just sleepers coming out. So like, I mean, we thought this year was going to be terrible. Um, new Respawn devs coming out with a new Apex clone, Realm Royale 2.0. If we're
Is
being
there
completely
a
honest.
Mhm.
is there a game that you want to that like really you weren't expecting to be as good when you played it last year, or it was just like a what's your shout out game of 2025? I didn't look at my Steam recap, but
Hmm.
what's your shout out game for 2025?
That's a
A shout
good.
out game for 2025.
It's
It
really
doesn't have to be a
weird.
game that came out in 2025. It's just the one that you want to be like, this game defined my year.
Uh, that's honestly that's hard for me to say because like okay, it was really weird this year. For those of you that don't know, I kind of went on. No, it's really hard to believe, but J Dog went on a gaming hiatus for like 3 months this
Yeah.
year. So that was kind of a weird lull period. Didn't really actually touch anything. I think it would be a mix between um, like I don't want to put Arc Raiders on there just because it's like generic extraction. But it was a good game. I would have to say Hades 2. Um, Probably would say Expedition 33 if I actually played it. Um,
Mhm.
but I also started playing this new, not new, I think it came out in 2024, but this action survival, like colony, not survival, but colony simulator called Bellright, which you're literally just creating a medieval colony and you're just taking shit over from like medieval times. It's pretty fucking sick, and y'all know how much time I sink into fucking colony simulators. So uh, I've been playing that pretty that's pretty much where my 4 a.m. mornings come from. Is playing Bellright.
I feel like
Yeah.
Juices has to be Deadlock.
Pretty much. It's either Deadlock or Schedule One. You know,
Schedule
uh,
one. I almost
Schedule
forgot
One
about
had
that.
me sucked in pretty good
Bro,
last year.
you know they came out with a shrooms update, yeah?
No,
Yeah,
they
dude.
did. Yeah,
Fucking wild.
and you know
Damn, I've
what?
had
I'm
friends that
gonna.
came out with a shroom update. It wasn't great.
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, like I feel like Deadlock is kind of a given because I put way too many hours into it last year. But I can give an honorable mention to definitely Schedule One, and I finally played God of War Ragnarok,
Oh,
which
yeah, yeah, yeah.
dude, that game it's in my top 10 all time. Like that game made me appreciate storytelling in video games that like I already appreciate storytelling. I love it, but it made me appreciate it even more. So I was a yeah,
I
definitely gotta
don't
give a
know.
shout out to God of War.
I don't know if I would put it top 10.
It's top 10 for me for
I'd have
sure.
to think over the other God of War, the prequel.
Yeah. I would say it's over God of War 2018 for me.
Mm.
Yeah, the Kratos' first fight with Thor for me was one of the most enjoyable boss fights I've ever had in a game, and it's simply for the cinematic, like the way that they choreographed everything was yeah, bro, that shit was chef's kiss, straight up.
I the opening of 2018 though. Okay.
The opening of 2018 was cold.
Yeah.
Cold, bro, cold as a bitch. I can't even lie.
But it's like like it had so much dad
Yeah,
energy, which was
it really did. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which was even better. It was like a complete. I don't know.
Your mother's knife.
Yeah,
It's yours. Yeah, yeah. No, no, it's uh yeah, I mean, for those who remember God of War Ragnarok, like so here's the thing: the cinematic and like the cutscenes for both games are fucking awesome, actually amazing. There are moments in the first God of War where I was like, "Yo, what the fuck," and then the same thing with the second. But if I think about like what really caught me, it's definitely just like the interactions, the Odin and Thor, in Ragnarok. Like I wasn't like a huge fan of the American accents, but once you get over that, you're completely sucked in. Like
sure.
I was looking forward to the cutscenes, in that game. Like that's how I know I'm enjoying it. Same thing with Metal Gear Solid. You play a mission, but I'm like, I'm looking forward to the next cutscene. Like I want to know how this shit progresses. So yeah, definitely had me super sucked in.
That's fucking sick.
I
Need that on my list.
Yeah, when you're looking forward to a cutscene, they're doing a good job. You know what I mean? Like that. Like I'm
Yeah.
looking for. I'm like, like, I gotta fight again. Like, come on, bro. Tell me the story.
dude, it's hard for me because I like might be Neon White as just like a real random tangent from my normal games. As far as like my like
Voice girls and
go-tos
whatnot.
go for 2025, for the majority of 2025, fucking sucked. Oh,
Mhm.
Street Fighter 6 got really stale in a way that's a little unfortunate, especially if I'm not like tryharding for a tournament or something.
Sure.
Um, TFT, that set was miserable. Like I think I got to platinum and I decided that that's all as much energy I'm gonna put into that set, period.
Yeah,
Um,
to the left now. By the way.
I like
Like,
leaning to this corner. I've been slowly adjusting my camera more and more because
I
it's
might
comfortable.
also have like constrained it a little weird too, so
You're
keep that in
fine.
mind.
Um, yeah, League of Legends is also got really stale. So then when my friends are like actively playing a speedrun game, I'm like, all right, you guys have been playing this for like 2 years, 3 years. Let's see what this game is about. And if you want to feel like a badass just running through like complete opposite of what Juice said, story sucks. The story is the most forgettable thing, and like everything's very obvious, very like, for lack of better term, like 90s anime. Oh no, the guy that betrayed you betrayed you. Oh jeez. Uh but man, once you like start like getting into like, oh, I could actually beat this so much faster. And do that over, because every stage is a time trial. and
mm.
your times are public to your friends on the
Oh
leaderboard.
no. Oh
So that
no,
when you
Quinn sucked in.
literally the last time, I haven't even beaten the story. The last stage I played, I had to decide that I'm not going to beat this right now because I'm not good enough. And it's the only stage that I'm not number one in amongst my friend group, because I had a different friend apparently grind that stage for like 3-4 hours. Because I was telling him that I was playing the game, and he was like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "Yeah, I had to stop because there's one level that I didn't beat you in," and he's like, "I know exactly what it is." Because it's the only
No,
level that I try harded.
called you out on it.
So I'll probably get back to it at some point when I feel like I have more energy to just mindlessly grind something. Great game. Uh, if it's not that, then I think it has to be like Street Fighter 6 because that's the other game that I just enjoyed playing. It was more of like a community aspect. Like all of my friends played, we did LAN parties, stuff like that. Me shit talking people, being like, "Hey, I'm gonna pick up a character that no one plays, for like a week explicitly because you need a character that I play that you can beat."
Valid.
I mean, that's yeah. If you're not gaming that way, then are you gaming at all? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Quang always hits you as that I'm gonna play the off meta because fuck you.
Yeah,
I don't even know if it's
that's
off
literally
meta.
it.
People literally just hate playing Dalsum. Characters actually that character is ass, explicitly, but that's fine. Well,
I am kind of excited to get into this tier list real quick. Just
yeah,
well, one because it's gonna take forever, and
ever.
then I do want to touch on some of these esports topics because like there's a lot we can say about it that also hasn't been said in well some has been said, some hasn't been said in TLS, but like there's a conversation on the state of esports, especially going into 2026 for sure. But to start off, Mike provided us with a esports tier list. It doesn't look super comprehensive, but most of the main titles are here.
I want to ask if we are talking about right now or if we are talking about peak, because some of these are outdated
I think
in aggressive ways.
I think more of a generalization.
Okay. Yeah.
What, Mike? What were you going for?
Especially because we have multiple, like Call of Duty is on here twice. I think Counter-Strike's on here twice.
Mike is frozen. Come back. Hello?
Baby, come back.
Right when we were starting the segment. No, dude.
Anyways, everything's ass. There's only one good game on here, and it's Fortnite.
It was fun. Okay, so like, okay, so I guess we do kind of have to have some sort of criteria, like,
Juicy back. I heard welcome in noises.
I think we'd have to go by like popularity and like consistency, more or less.
I mean, I feel like it's gonna be a subjective list regardless.
Yeah.
But while Juice gets in, do you want to do the queue up the first?
Yeah, we could just. Is he back? No, he's not back. Oh no, it's not good. He'll probably fucking.
Yeah, his opinion doesn't matter anyways.
Are you back?
Am I back?
Are you back? Oh no, are you back? You're back. Let's go.
You just gotta insult him
That's
enough.
never happened before.
You just like straight disappeared. Are you back on camera too, or do I need to give you a new one?
Yeah, I'm back on camera. I'm back.
Is he back?
I'm back on camera.
You might need to refresh the cache there. Yeah. Live show problems.
Maybe come back.
He's back. You are back in maybe just a different link.
No, you get your face right now.
There you are. Hey, the boys back.
Yeah.
All right.
Bro,
well,
that was weird.
We were setting up a criteria for these. Are we thinking like peak or current state?
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking current state. I feel like it would be kind of unfair to think peak because then everything is great at peak, right?
No, that's not true.
Your mic is very echoey now, by the way.
Oh my gosh, what the heck is going on, brother?
No.
Everything just pooped itself.
It sounded like it fixed itself. I don't know.
Everything. Oh yeah. Well, I think I figured it out. One sec.
Um.
How's this? Is this better?
Oh my God. Hi. How's it
Hey.
going? There's Mike.
All right.
What's going on, dude?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, I'm thinking current state, man.
Okay.
So here's the thing, though. I noticed that I added some tiers, some like custom tiers on there, and I
Yeah.
don't
Tier
think
one,
that
tier two, tier three.
they. No, I had different here.
What do you want this as? Tier.
So I'll send you a screenshot to make it easier, just to show what I was thinking, or at least my ideas behind the ranking itself.
Okay.
And
I
my
see
apologies.
that.
I thought that
That
it would have.
yeah.
I thought it would have actually like transferred when I sent you the link, but I guess not, which makes
Oh
sense.
no,
That makes more
they're just
sense.
like general.
Yeah.
That makes more sense of a topic. Okay.
For sure,
Uh,
for sure.
what are we queuing up first? Well, how
I mean,
I'm assuming also because I see
Well, I'm gonna have to
there's
fix this.
multiple
This might
Call
take a
of
bit.
Duties. So
Well, so
you said what?
okay, so if we're going off like things that are currently thriving, obviously a lot of these are gonna like just deplete themselves, right?
oh yeah, I mean if it's on here, I'm assuming it's going to be the most recent version of. But let me just pull things away real quick. Still goes there. This goes here. This drops one.
We just need to fix this a little bit, and we're good to go.
Sure.
Cool. All right. So we'll
Drops
just
down.
we'll just go down the list. Starting off with Apex Legends. I mean, ALGS is still going, right?
Yep.
It's still really popular, isn't it?
It's I don't know how popular. I kind of stopped following the Apex scenes like literally beginning 2025. But ALGS is still going for sure. I just
Some
don't
teams
know.
have backed out.
Some team, yes, they have.
Teams have backed out.
I would put it between solid and mid for sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was gonna put it as well.
I feel like it's maybe top of mid, bottom of solid.
I would put it at mid just because they've had their hiccups. They're not very good at communication as far as like when the next events are and all that stuff. So it's like and like you said, teams are starting to back out. So I think mid's a good spot for sure.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Let's see, what is this? Aceto. This is competitive zone, right?
Yeah, competitive zone.
Is that still alive?
I don't know if there's an actual esports scene for competitive zone. Is there? I'm sorry. People are gonna kill us for not pronouncing this correctly, but fucking sue us. All right, we're not French. Competizione or whatever it's how it's pronounced.
Competizione.
Competizione.
I'm not touching this. I'll let you guys do whatever you're doing right now, but I'm not.
I don't know. I'm not 100. I don't even know if there's an actual esports scene for this.
Yeah.
For competitive zone, whatever competitive zone, at all. So I'm down. Like, I don't want to put it at a dead game because I'm sure people play it. I don't know if there's any official tournaments for it. So maybe mid or barely hanging on. Thoughts?
Well, it's dead game or no clue, right?
Yeah.
It can be either or. I like dead game just because it's that typical gamer term that you always hear people say. It's dead game. Like, bro, no, it's not. Like, all right.
It
So I just like it because it's polarizing. But I mean, we
it
also have
definitely
no
should be
clue.
dead game. No one plays. Those should have been the bottom two tiers.
No one plays.
Dead game, no one plays.
Um,
I like
well,
it.
that's the thing. I feel like anybody who would sign up for esports or like even play multiplayer
Oh.
for a sim racing would go to straight to iRacing. Like I don't think there's anybody literally picking up competitive zone to get into racing esports.
That is your domain, so I will default to you.
So an interesting one that Clang and I were kind of actually going back and forth before this. Brawlhalla is on this
Oh,
list.
Brawlhalla is an anomaly to me, man. As the platform fighter, I had to Google this because I was not sure. Do you know how many active players are online right now?
I'm gonna say 275.
So 14,000 plus.
No, I'm kidding.
Attendance to the Brawlhalla events. So I've never actually watched like a Brawlhalla specific tournament. I know there's a league. I know that people show up to it. I don't think it's bigger than any of the other platform fighters.
So
And there are conspiracy theories about the Steam numbers because I don't think they've ever dropped below 13,000 average.
yeah,
Uh
that's
That's not
interesting.
um you know,
it's not bad.
the
I
game's fun. You have a lot of different cameos, like you can play Lara Croft. Uh
so I'd be down to put it at mid, but then that just makes it kind of weird to categorize it with Apex because I feel like Apex scene is definitely better than the Brawlhalla scene right now.
oh, I was going to say the exact opposite.
You think so?
How many people are playing Apex Legends right now? We'll look it up.
Well,
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 a couple $100,000, maybe.
well. Are we going by like specific people like going into the esports and playing the
Uh,
esport, or like viewing the esport?
That's fair because like that's
So what I'm thinking about is,
which
yeah,
has a
it's
healthier like community push. Because Brawlhalla, I think, has
Apex,
been exactly the same and shows up,
Apex
refuses
for
to
sure.
die. Uh, I feel like Apex has like stumbled along.
I mean, it's. I think Apex is really only alive just because EA is pushing it. Like, if
Yeah.
if it was some other, I mean, that's a whole different conversation about developers getting into esports and all that. But if it was like a community ran tournament game kind of thing and it wasn't
Yeah.
backed by developers, I feel like it would be in the same kind of realm as Brawlhalla.
No, I was saying Brawlhalla being fully community backed and still having a really strong showing. I feel okay with putting it mid.
yeah.
Uh, as far as player base goes, I think it technically has the biggest out of any fighting platform fighter.
Which is weird.
It in the most technical sense,
So
which is
I actually like Quang's approach to this discussion because although Brawlhalla's numbers may not be as impressive as Apex's, Brawlhalla's numbers are potentially more consistent than
Yeah.
Apex's, which would mean that the scene is doing not necessarily what they would like for it to do, but it's
yeah.
doing enough to keep the people going and to keep them like happy and consistent. So for that reason, I wouldn't be mad at putting it high, putting it solid.
Putting it
Um,
solid? We down for
like
Uh,
if I would be willing to put it
that?
somewhere
Sorry, I'm
like
just looking at the
thriving.
price pool
I
for
would be
stuff.
willing to put it somewhere like thriving
uh,
if say for example Brawlhalla gets a bigger tournament, right? Like say Brawlhalla becomes like a main tournament at Evo or something like that. But if
It's
the
chill for
scene
that.
itself is still holding on, and the players who are there are still there and
Yep.
still making content, still enjoying it, still having fun playing it, then I would say it's solid.
Yeah, I mean, World Championships, which happened in November. Oh, this was 2024. Did they do one last year? Someone fact check us, but yeah, it was
Mhm.
200,000 prize pool. 2023 was 1 million. The prize pool is very inconsistent. So when I'm looking back at historics, they've had multi-million-dollar prize pools in the past too. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm good
That
with
game,
solid.
yeah, that game is either solid or mid. I think that's where I would put it. Wouldn't catch me playing that game, but that's another story.
So,
Yeah,
I think we could kind of kill three birds with one stone, kind of in one conversation here. We got
yeah.
Brawl Stars, Clash of Clans, and Clash Royale.
So I
Ooh.
think explicitly Clash Royale is mid. I don't know how big the tournaments are nowadays, but
Mm-hmm.
if pay to win ever, Clash Royale is interesting because it's like active card game, right? It was like the first of its kind too, where you like have a deck of cards where you're actively playing to like counter stuff, and you have to do the deck building, you have to do all that.
Yeah.
Uh, and it was cool. It was very popular, and it was a good way to waste like 10 minutes. And then people got really good at that to the point of like an actual legitimate esports scene popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Uh, so I don't know right now how big it is.
I'd say it's mid. Clash of Clans, I would say it's kind of in there too, mid. I don't know if I'd
Do
put
people
it as
still play
solid.
the? Do people
It's
still play those style of games with like city building and all that?
yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Mobile games? Fuck yeah.
I I'm
It's a
almost.
specific type of mobile game.
I feel like
Yeah.
Clash Royale is a little more popular than Clash of Clans esports wise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I don't think I would move any of them to solid.
no, never.
Brawl Stars, on the other hand, Brawl Stars.
I didn't even know
Um,
that had its own thing.
I've I've seen a few. I'm I don't know if I'd put it at thriving, but it's definitely a more solid scene in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I believe you.
And
It's a newer scene too.
Brawl Stars gets competitive.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't think a game like that gets competitive. I've played some sweaty Brawl Stars games, and it's crazy because I'm locked in. I'm like talking, I'm yelling at my teammates in Discord, like, bro, hold that angle. Do not leave that alone. Like that game gets surprisingly sweaty. If you've never played
Yeah.
it, give give it a shot.
And they
It's
got
very
some good
fun.
characters too.
They do. They do. They have good characters, and they do a lot of balancing. So I mean, yeah, their development team is very active in that game. Way too
I'm
many characters at this point.
I'm
Way too
down
Three
many
to
old
keep
men
characters.
it.
not letting go of their childhood
But
mobile games.
It's not even that old. That's the thing. It's not even that old. Like Brawl Stars
No,
came out
yeah,
in
it's
what,
not
like 2017, 18?
18. Yeah,
yeah, I was gonna say Brawl Stars isn't that old. Clash Royale and Clash of Clans are old.
Oh yeah. I stopped playing Clash
yeah.
of Clans probably in like 2015, 16.
The same.
Clash
Yeah.
Royale came out 2016.
Um
It's a 10-year-old
I'm
game.
down to put Brawl Stars solid. I don't know if
I
Yeah,
I'd
believe
it's fine.
promote it to thriving
Yeah,
necessarily,
no.
but that's more on you guys.
I think it's hard for any honestly mobile game to hit the thriving mark unless they had massive monetary backing from their
PUBG.
developer.
Yeah, PUBG.
PUBG. Well, I probably would.
Not
What's
a mobile game, to be clear.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, what's the
You can
League
PUBG
of
up there.
Legends clone? Mobile Bang Bang or whatever the fuck it's called.
uh,
That
yeah,
one's fucking I
yeah,
can
that
say
has
that 3 times.
massive. It
Mobile
has. I'm saying
Bang.
with it's Mobile Legends. But they had to
Yeah.
rename to Mobile Bang Bang because of suing. But if you don't have the massive like developer backing that like you don't have Tencent behind you, Calling PUBG a mobile game is wild. It's
There's
really hard to
literally.
like.
What do you mean? There's literally a mobile PUBG.
Okay.
No, I'm 100% serious. Go on the App Store right now.
No, I know. But say that is the default. I'm not
that's
engaging
the
in this
reason why
conversation.
PUBG is still even holding on.
Bro,
that is not. That is
PUBG
not.
Mobile.
Yo, over
PUBG
on the
Mobile
East,
overseas is crazy.
it's so big over there. It's ridiculous. I don't know why.
PUBG is so popular in Asia and in Australia. Not mobile, just PUBG. Period.
Well, true, correct. Yes, both like PC version is also very popular over there as well. But I mean, when I don't know, man. I remember when we were in Solo Fide and we were trying to find a PUBG mobile esports team, bro. People came in with absolute egos, like like I'm the shit. You gotta pay this and that. I was like, why is everyone so cocky? And then I like do some research. I'm like, oh my god, like it's in Asia and like Middle East areas, like they worship that game. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah,
People,
it's definitely like the cricket of esports.
Yeah, for sure.
As Americans, we have no idea.
Yeah, we have no clue, bro. But it's massive. Yeah. No, you're right. That might be the best way to put it. I'll leave it there.
So here's the biggest one right here. I think this is going to be the most controversial, and just so you guys know, this might be a long episode because this is a whole lot to go through. And again, I do want to hit on the state of esports, so we might actually just like clip this into 2 episodes.
Yeah.
The Call of Duty League. Where are we at with that?
It's either solid or mid, right? It's still going strong. Like support for it is there inherently.
Yeah. You know, I always say that like the strength of the league for COD, I think hinges on the content creators, not necessarily Call of Duty. You know, whenever Scump and Optic are doing their watch parties, COD League is popping. It's like, oh my god, everyone's watching it. It's clipped everywhere.
Scump is holding that league on his shoulder.
Dude,
he is Atlas.
He's holding it.
He's
holding it. Yeah, man. I mean, the Optic watch parties are actually fun to watch, and you get to hear like pro players' perspectives as well. But when they're not doing it, like dead game. You know, I said it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No.
So we're down to keep it at solid. I don't think it's thriving by any means.
I think it is doing a lot better than most of these titles.
Oh, for sure.
To my surprise. Yes. Yeah.
Well, just for the fact of like, I'm pretty sure it's doing much better than Brawlhalla and Brawl Stars, but I know there are some people that would straight up put the Call of Duty League in thriving.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I would understand.
And for decent reason. I do feel it's kind of weird to put it in solid with Apex and mid, but that does kind of track if you really think about it.
If you are a fan of both leagues, which I'm not, but if you're a fan of both leagues, based on what people have told me about the 2 leagues, the Call of Duty League consistently puts out a more entertaining product, which ultimately, if we're talking about esports, is the important thing.
And
Apex
it's been more
also
consistent.
dropped the ball really hard with a couple of updates early last year, like 2025. So you know,
I think we got an easy one coming up here. Counter-Strike
Tier 1.
We're just gonna put that with CS1 and CS2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely Tier 1.
It's crazy.
It's been so consistent, bro. It's hard to top it.
Yeah, it is. I looked up their active numbers today. I was just, talking with Brandon in Discord about esports, and their peak over the last 24 hours is 1.6 million. And I'm just sitting here like, dude, how are you guys still making it happen? This is so many years later. It's fucking nuts, bro.
It's so simple, bro. It like
You
here
give them a
come
gambling system, and then you let them spend all their money, and then have a game on the side. You know, yes.
Yep.
No, all in all, yeah, Counter Strike. They figured out the formula with 1.6. They tried messing with it before Go, and then reverted a lot of stuff. In Go, especially towards the end, and CS2 is just like the same product, better graphics, better netcode, less cheating.
Yeah, essentially.
Can't be mad
Uh,
at it. Can't be mad at it.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Does that
it's mid.
mid?
It's still
Does it have a
it.
scene?
Yep, for
Okay.
sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
It got an update like 4 months ago.
Oh, okay. Well,
Based on the new anime. Yeah, you can play other tiny. You can play other tiny Goku.
the
Because he
more
got
you
turned into
know.
not like GT, but he does get turned into a kid again. But they reintroduced Super Saiyan 4, but it's kid version of Super Saiyan. It's very strange. It's the first series that has zero Toriyama influence because he passed away before the story started happening. Rest in peace. But it still has a scene. I hate that game. I think it is literally everything that I hate about certain fighting games. But that's like a
That's
very me personal thing.
Fighter Z is the one where like you can. It's a 3D fighter, right? You like.
No,
Oh no, which one
no,
is
no.
it?
It's the one that is based off of Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Okay. I was thinking the wrong one completely.
No, you're thinking of Super or Shining, whatever.
The
Dragon Ball Shining
more
Burst
recent
or
one.
whatever.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
so.
this is
Yeah.
from 2016, and they're still
Oh,
updating the
okay.
game, which is
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah. Okay. I was super off. Shows you how much
Uh,
I follow.
it still has a scene, and it will continue having it until game like it. Actually, the scene might pop off again with mods. So they introduced mod support, and if you are in the FGC at all, you've seen the Yugi mods. It is hype. He has like a deck system where you can draw cards, and if you deck out, you just auto lose the game. But you can also draw Exodia,
Oh my
like
god.
because you can control which you have like a 5-card hand, and you get to choose which one. Summon like
Let's do this.
you play as Dark Magician technically, but you can also like summon Celtic Guardian, summon Skull. It's it's hype. It looks really good too, for especially for a fan mod.
In
And
Fighter Z?
yeah, Fighter Z has
Oh shit.
modding now. And it
Okay.
is popped off quite a bit.
Okay.
And there might be a lot more support for mods, which will take away from the competitive stuff, but
Yeah.
keep the scene going for a little bit longer.
Next up is multiverses.
I'm doing a little research here before we go
Oh,
on to
tier
the
1,
next
still
few.
going strong.
Imagine. I don't know. This one could be a little weird. This is the Dota scene.
I put it in thriving because Dota's still really big. I think this year's international was the first one that didn't have a bigger prize pool than the last, right?
Yeah.
But that's like, but the prize pool is still so fucking massive.
I can concur with that. Thriving for sure.
Yeah.
Those
always
close. I was gonna say it's close to being tier 1, but I think the popularity has died down enough at this point. I don't know. A bunch of my friends started hopping onto Dota too, but my friend group is not a good general people measurement.
So this one, I really don't want to get this one wrong because this could either be really huge, or it could be another competition kind of deal.
Oh, so it's dead.
Competizione.
No, they've been going. Okay,
It's pronounced.
so Formula One specifically, the game. F1. I'm looking it up a little bit. They've been going pretty hard since 2017.
Yep, that's
It
what I remember.
looks like um, their last two events, or their like most recent Stockholm event, was a 750K prize pool, and like it's up there. Ferrari Esports, Alpine, Hans, Red Bull, Racing Bulls is probably another one. Mercedes is in there. So
did I mix up iRacing and Formula One? Was Formula One not the series that all the F1 drivers hopped onto during COVID?
Yes,
that's Formula One.
That was Formula One, right? Yeah.
So
that one got a huge influx of actual driving fans to watch it.
Yeah.
And then they realized that, sim racing is like Formula One if you had zero risk, which makes it a little bit crazier. So I put it in thriving personally. Yeah. But if you think that it should go lower, I think that's fair.
No, I'm going between T1 or thriving. I just can't. I don't know enough about it to give an opinion on why it should be T1 over thriving, though. Is why I'm
in my head it's
hesitant.
the premier sim racer right now, right? That's kind of
because for Formula One specifically, yes.
Yeah.
So it's like because like you said, the drivers actually got into it on COVID, so that kind of, of course, aside from the whole Gran Turismo movie, so fucking it helped bridge the gap between putting sim racing in the middle of being poor as shit going straight to racing, whereas now you're poor as shit sim racing and then real life racing. So it's like it's starting to bridge that gap, which is really what the whole racing scene needs. Because like I just said with that last example, you cannot get into track racing without having an ass load of fucking money. And this is literally sim racing is literally the perfect bridge to that gap. So it's done a lot for the scene for sure.
Indeed, yeah.
And iRacing is on this list too. Well, let's just kill two birds with one stone because they're kind of in the same. They're kind of in the same aspect. Formula One, of course, just straight F1 Indy cars. iRacing, more NASCAR, GTs, all that stuff on the side. You can literally race whatever you want.
In my head, iRacing was like mid. The scene isn't nearly as big. You don't have as many eyes on it. Just holistically, there are fans of iRacing for sure. But if I don't know. I don't know when the last time that I watched anything iRacing specifically. Based on the way that you were talking about it, sounds like they still have a scene, but I thought it was dead.
Yeah. I would put it
still a scene for sure.
I wouldn't put it just because F1's is a lot more popular for whatever fucking reason. It's just I obviously don't want to put it above F1, but it would definitely be within the solid thriving bracket.
That's where I'm leaning. I think iRacing is solid, and then F1 is thriving. A big thing that really helps the F1 scene too is their sponsors. I mean, if you have people racing in tournaments wearing Red Bull fucking jumpsuits, like that's a big deal for an esport. You can't look down on that. So
that's one of the memes with Verstappen and Red Bull is like you never see him off camera without a fucking Red Bull shirt. Go through everything. You never see him without a fucking Red Bull shirt on camera. It's fucking wild.
Verstappen is loaded because of it too.
Dude, oh yeah, bro.
Guys winning races like with his eyes closed.
Dude, I saw fucking I saw a fucking straight up video where all they did was play him the fucking audio of the F1 cars going around the track, and he had to name the fucking track. And he named like every single one. It was fucking wild. Like, bro, you are built different. Like, I mean, let's be honest. Like, if obviously I haven't done a lot of research, but like, if truth and rumors be told, like this kid got beat as a fucking child from kart racing at like 3 years old to fucking being left on the side of the road to walk home because he lost a fucking race at like 9. So this guy's been living, breathing fucking racing his entire life.
Yeah.
Man, I would have been picked up if I knew how to race.
Bro,
Mom would have loved me. That's crazy. I should have learned how to drive.
I'm being completely honest. I got a little bit of a bonus this year, and I've been looking at a sim racing rig for a while.
Oh no!
Little setup.
It's happening,
bro. That honestly, that's the only thing that's keeping me from doing it like more often is just like the whole setup of it. Like just getting my wheel out, hooking it up, getting everything set up. Like if it's just there and I could just hop in a fucking seat and turn on my computer, like
we wouldn't see Justin.
Yeah, bro.
See ya, guys. I'll see you at the next fucking GT race.
Racing chair would look a little bit more like a racing chair. You see him
just back.
The hands are below the mic, and all of a sudden,
bro. Some of the simulators nuts. Some of the simulators are nuts, bro. Like they literally, I've seen like an actual, you've seen like the little gravity simulators that they use in NASA, just the big fucking enclosures, all the haptics and shit. And people literally just open, close the door. You're in a fucking big ass box. You got fucking monitors. All, dude, it's wild. And now,
some of them are nuts.
There's a team working on kind of like a G-force simulator where it attaches to like a helmet, and you just got servos kind of like moving your head around and stuff to just kind of simulate. Which I think is kind of weird because it like just moves your head, but you don't feel it in your body, so it still feel kind of off in a way. But I mean, things are happening.
I mean, anything to make practicing safer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
That's always the goal.
Well, we could get on that topic too, but let's not. Let's not. Talk about the fucking AI cars that they're building now.
Isn't there there's one more sim racer, right? That's Gran Turismo.
Oh yeah, Gran Turismo is on here, isn't it? Yeah.
No clue.
Dead. Garbage. I mean, sorry, dead.
I would put it at mid. Well, that's the thing. I would put it between mid and barely hanging on, just because iRacing has become more intro into racing now, where Gran Turismo was first, of course, and now just iRacing kind of just took over, and that's what's really bridging the gap now, at least from what I've seen.
By the way, if you have your bingo cards, you should mark off Justin forgets to talk about the bingo cards, and
I didn't even post the fucking bingo cards, dude.
And Justin fence sits between two ratings.
Fences between two ratings. I think I'm pretty sure none of us know what the fuck this is. Free Fire. I think that's a mobile game.
That sounds like a mobile game.
Mobile arena game. I don't have any information on it.
That game, no clue.
I googled it, and the first 3 images tell me nothing. It's a battle royale. It's a mobile battle royale.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
No.
So
wait, hold on now. Damn. First place won 300 grand for a Free Fire tournament this year.
It's
last year.
It's China backed.
WC 25.
Interesting.
Not bad.
We're gonna get into some interesting ones here. I don't know. I don't know if it has to be FIFA 21 specifically, but just like the FIFA esports.
FIFA's barely holding on. People want a new FIFA game. I want a new, like, I need FIFA not to be the same exact game every fucking year.
Put Matt in there as well, please.
Put in mid or like barely
holding on. Barely holding on.
Barely?
Yeah, barely.
What and about, like FIFA?
What about
FIFA
2K?
Was a premier title. I have. Was there ever
2K had a man for a second? They had some shit popping. I would say though, right? I kind of want to say, damn, current day. I don't know. I remember a year ago I saw the NBA teams were buying into the NBA 2K scene, and there was a lot of toxicity in the scene, which I thought was entertaining. You know, you got 5v5 versus 5v5 matchup where these guys are sitting across from each other, and all you just hear is they're fucking dog shit. Like I was like, this is lit. But I haven't heard a ton since then. So I don't know.
Mid, then
I
mid,
kind of want to say mid, but I also want to kind of lean on barely hanging on too.
We'll just group them together.
Yeah,
group them together.
I mean, the biggest thing is that the games just haven't changed at all for too long.
And well, I mean, for good reason, right?
Sure. I mean, the goal
in terms of like play style, right? And like obviously like they can fine tune mechanics and stuff like that, but it's in terms of like gameplay, like it kind of has to be. You can't change football, you know.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, the reason why I asked like earlier about to clarify what our voting metrics were, if it's like current day or in the past, was specifically FIFA. Because FIFA was a tier 1 esport back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And now nobody wants to play the game.
It was, bro.
I mean, they
have definitely had a popping too.
They have had some pretty big esports scenes, like just one-off tournaments, but it's like they're I don't think they're that consistent.
Yeah.
What's next? Let's see if we can get some of the memes out of the way here. Because we got
World of Warcraft dead. Hearthstone's confirmed dead. That's not a real game anymore. Also,
Hearthstone's dead. I don't know why farming simulators on here. Gears of War is dead.
Legends of Runeterra has no support from Riot anymore.
Legends of Runeterra, bye. MotoGP, I don't think that has an esports scene at all. And then
you say so.
Does it?
I don't know. I'm saying if you say so.
I've never seen anything on it. So like, if you guys see this video later, correct me in the comments.
Actually, just say something very mean about our character and
destroy me. I mean, wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh,
wait.
Wait.
Hold on. Balls.
Okay,
does Halo still have a scene? That was the one that I was
barely hanging on.
Really... No. What?
Unsure.
I think it's okay to put it in barely hanging on, but they literally announced for Infinite that their last major was going to be this year. So Halo.
So in the most literal sense, barely hanging.
Yeah, Halo Esports is possibly going to die this year. Completely.
Rough.
Gotcha.
By rough, I mean fair.
Let's see. We got.
By the way, I just want to say the only reason why Halo Esports is going to die is because whoever made the maps for Halo Infinite fucking sucks. Because Halo Infinite as a game was so fucking fun, but they had the worse than Call of Duty World War II maps. It was atrocious, bro. Whoever's designing maps here, go work at FedEx or something like that. Like
Tell me
dude, if they
why.
just make good maps, Halo Infinite would have
No,
been
don't work
lit,
at
bro.
FedEx. I do like my deliverables coming to me.
I do like quality delivery, so don't do that.
Why has arena map design just completely shit itself over the past like 10 years?
Bro,
They don't
I
care.
couldn't fucking tell you.
It's because
I couldn't
Microsoft doesn't
fucking
care.
tell you. And you know what you have is
that's the
you
thing.
have
It's not
idiots.
just Microsoft. Call of Duty map design is shit
Call of
too.
Duty. Call of Duty map design is terrible, bro. It's terrible. You know damn well that the 3-lane map design is the fucking answer for competitive shooters. At least in Call of Duty. I don't know about other games, but it's the same thing people complain about every year. Just give us a good 3-lane map, a little bit of symmetry, so that way there's a somewhat even playing ground, and let the players decide who's better based on their skill, not based on some unfair advantage that you've created in these dumbass fucking maps and
Yeah.
your shitty ass spawn points too. Halo, I'm looking at you. Like it's you would think. I mean, I get that coding spawn points and respawn games is not easy. It's a lot more difficult than people give it credit for. So whatever. But still,
Well,
man, it's just like there's nothing like spawning up and then 2 seconds later having a rocket hit me in the face. Nothing like it.
Well, it's like
Nothing fucking like
you've
it.
never seen a consistent like spawn uh like a map spawn video for Halo. It's always like okay, your teammates are on this, three of them are on this side of the map, but you're on this side of the map. So somebody's going to spawn here next to you because there's more teammates over there. But if you're like it's always kind of like, oh, this is kind of how it works, but like sometimes there's variables on how it works. It's like in Black Ops 2, you could literally fucking you're three people
Yeah.
here, one person here, they're gonna spawn here. Like it's calculated. It's I mean sure that kind of
There
gets
were some spawn traps in Black Ops 2, by the way.
exactly.
On
Sure
fucking slums.
that gets boring and fucking, predictable, but I mean that's kind of like esports, right? It's not like
Yeah. Yeah.
like you said, like fucking dude, cool. Fucking Optic is going on a tear for, one person on the map is just killing everybody. Oh, somebody spawned behind him. Ha, cool. That's viewer worthy. Like,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, man.
but, god damn, this is gonna be for sure be a long episode. Fortnite.
Fortnite thriving, probably.
Thriving. It is.
There's still
They
so
have
much money
tournaments
going
happening
into it.
every fucking day, bro. They literally, I just looked at
Yeah.
their schedule. They have tournaments happening every day. It's literally every day. They're
So
thriving.
would you put it T1?
I don't think it's that. So T1 makes me feel like it
Well,
has to be like a premier esport. I still think Fortnite's maybe.
I mean, here's the
I like
thing.
I'm trying to argue against it, but
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Their big
Okay.
tournament last year was in Riyadh.
Yeah.
It was in fucking Saudi Arabia, dog. That's not a small thing. That's
I
not
was gonna say
something that you just kind of scoff at.
they also did just get bought out
So
by the Saudis.
anything that happens in Riyadh by default has a lot of money put into it.
Yeah,
I,
you might
I
yeah.
T1 might be the way for
Yeah.
Fortnite. It
No,
might
you might
be.
be I would. You're right. I think you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna group a few together because I think I know our answers on this. League of Legends and Rainbow Six.
That's
League of
T1.
Legends T1. Rainbow Six is thriving. I don't know if I'd put Rainbow Six unless it's been getting
Okay.
better over the last year. Because last year's updates kind of sucked, didn't they? If was my understanding.
Yeah,
Well,
the
Somebody you
characters that
stopped
they
playing.
released last year were pretty mid. Yeah. I'm not against putting Rainbow Six top of thriving.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it has potential. If this were 2 years ago, I would have said
Oh yeah, for
T1.
sure, for sure.
Yeah. Um,
League of
I
Legends
think
is
thriving is.
the goat.
I think thriving is fine. Let me see. Damn, I know this might be the one where some people come for us.
Oh, for sure.
Sorry, I meant to say dead game.
Let me see. For their calendar going into this year, they haven't put up their competitive calendar just yet.
No.
They had a pretty solid competitive calendar. And that's the thing too, is like when Rainbow Six's big tournament happens, like their Six Invitational and that happens throughout the year, whatnot, it always gets good views. It's always like popping, right? I think where Rainbow Six maybe, and I guess you could say this for League Two and other games, is like Rainbow Six is just a lot more confusing sometimes, and like I think sometimes it's kind of hard for some players to follow because it's just there's a million ways to play a map. So I think some people like unless you actually play it, you're not really into it. I could just turn on a league tournament and be like, "Oh, something just happened," and then and it'd be like the face value's there. But if I'm watching Siege, I'm like okay, these guys are just like set up here holding this angle for the next a minute and 45 seconds. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Like it's there's not
I
as much excitement until it gets like the last 15 seconds of a round.
I
And
feel
that's when
like
Rainbow Six is like peak.
I feel like it's harder to create a storyline around Rainbow Six versus like League of Legends in terms of like
Yeah,
where the matches are going.
yeah. That's
Just
fair.
just because there's always like different bomb positions, nobody actually like unless you play Rainbow Six, you don't know the fucking maps and stuff like that. So it's kind of like I feel like it's
I mean,
just
that's the
hard for
Overwatch
the
problem,
viewer.
right?
Pretty much. Um, I'm going to we'll do
Yeah,
another.
Thriving's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in thriving. I'm going to do another little conglomeration here. Paladins, Smite, and StarCraft 2.
StarCraft 2 is barely holding on. Paladin's dead, right?
Dead as fuck. I
Uh,
miss Paladins too.
Smite is
Smite's
currently dead.
Esports is dead.
It's
Yeah.
currently dead. We'll see what Smite 2 how that cooks out towards the end of this year, I believe. Is when everything's supposed to be hashing itself out, right?
I think so, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
didn't they
Or was that
why do I feel like they said they scrapped Smite 2? Is
because they
that
kind of did?
wrong?
Oh, you're right. I thought it
Am I wrong on that?
was still maybe.
It still says beta, that's for sure.
It's in early access right now. Through early
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game, but I feel like something high res got scrapped hard.
Yeah, like a lot of their team got scrapped.
Oh, was that just the team? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of their developers got scrapped.
Okay, let's throw this out the window. Rogue Company, esports.
Oh yeah, dead and it never started.
No.
Another great game, by the way, that for some reason, Hi-Rez is just like they just can't make it happen. Like I don't get it. Rogue Company had potential, and they just didn't have the right people on it.
I think
guess.
what gets a lot of people is I don't know. You don't aside. Well, let me think a little bit before I throw this out there. I mean, yeah, like aside from Fortnite, what other major third-person perspective esport has there been besides, of course, Gears of War back in the day?
Overwatch?
It's not third person.
Third person.
Oh, you're right.
I mean,
Rocket League?
I mean, I guess.
Smite had a moment in that, but granted,
Yeah.
in Smite's moment, it was dope, but it just didn't hold on long enough.
Yeah, I'm assuming you also don't mean God view third person.
No.
Like League of Legends.
Yeah, no, just like just behind the shoulder.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rocket League, I'd say
solid. I mean, I think it's been solid. I think it'll stay solid.
At least solid. At least solid.
Yeah, for
okay.
Sure.
In my head, it's
Easy
never been
claps.
more than that. But
Um,
I love that game. I love watching Rocket League.
Coming through to some of the last ones. We were talking about Overwatch.
I think Overwatch, the Overwatch
Barely.
Championship. Oh, really? I thought it was thriving. So Overwatch 2 had this like really weird resurgence, and
Wait, really?
yeah,
they just
they're announcing.
finished OWCS again, like 2 months ago.
Yep. They
Oh, shit. Not
are
bad, huh?
releasing their championship roadmap in a couple of weeks. For
So
I mean, it's still popular. Like that game is what a run back for how awful of a launch Overwatch 2 was.
Dude.
And it
Dude.
wasn't even because of the game, right? That's my favorite part is that it's like they just didn't change anything and put a 2 next to the name, and that's what everyone was mad about.
yeah. I think, yeah. I mean,
I think it's thriving, but I'm
solid or thriving. One of the two.
yeah.
Pick one.
Mikey.
I'll go with you guys on this one.
Thriving.
That's
I
not
mean,
an answer.
I was asking
Yeah.
Quang. Quang.
I'll say solid. I'll say solid. I think
Okay.
that's. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll drop it down.
We might
They
have
have
some people disagree.
They have a collegiate tournament happening.
Oh yeah, they're super big on collegiate right now.
Yep.
That's good.
PUBG as a whole.
I said solid.
Let's include mobile on that, I guess.
I mean, you could say thriving. You
Yeah. Oh yes.
could say thriving.
I mean, in America, dead.
Yeah.
Rest
But
of the
everywhere
world.
else.
So I think
it might be
that's fair.
T1. I mean,
I think thriving is fair. I feel.
Yeah.
Wait. So are we solid or thriving?
I think we're gonna hit it thriving. I think that's fair. Just because of how popular, like I can't imagine it not be thriving with the amount of.
It's so big. Pause.
I mean, we talked about it earlier, right? Just crazy.
Super Smash Brothers.
If we're specifically talking about Ultimate, barely holding on. If we're talking about any other one, also barely holding on. Is.
I mean, I feel like even a year ago wouldn't have been the same thing.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's just the Ultimate scene. I know is kind of over it. We're all just kind of waiting for the next game, is my understanding. And then Melee is very popular with the people who like Melee.
Sure.
But we don't have as much of the fanfare that we used to have, especially now that the Golden Boy is banned from tournaments for life. So,
Wait,
reasonably,
who got banned now?
Mango.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean he's been banned, but like but he was like the face, the real like forefront of Smash Bros for a really long time.
That
was like
Mango
September?
was, remind me.
69?
Because Zero was the child thing, right?
Yeah, Mingo was at a Ludwig party and humped people's faces, or like air humped people's faces on stream who were clearly not into it.
Okay.
While being absolutely hammered.
Makes sense.
Which is kind of what he was known for, like kicking ass.
Yeah. I mean, and then he got canceled, and reasonable.
So group in Street Fighter and Tekken, and it's just like.
So Street Fighter by far is tier 1, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
The fact that they are profiting for all the stupid financial things that they've decided with like the pay-per-view Capcom Cup things is because Japan just loves that game. Tekken is thriving, maybe solid right now.
Is it really?
The problem is that like the people who play Tekken, who have been playing Tekken, don't have any other games to go to. They will only play Tekken and just be upset. They were promised so many things and so many updates, and those updates have not come over and over and over again. Now it's announced that Harada is leaving or has left the Tekken team.
Interesting.
And he was the creator of Tekken. It all feels like there's a lot of doomer energy in the air. Whereas Street Fighter is still like a popular product, and people like the game generally. That they're over to the meta, but also Capcom's monetary decisions, which is fair. But people, it's still there is still an upward trend on sales to this day. So,
is that a TFT logo? I don't.
are you talking about the blue trapezoid or
Yeah.
whatever? Yep, that's TFT.
TFT has esports.
Yeah. Paris Open ended like 3 weeks ago.
How's that going?
Fucking amazing. Better than ever. Now that Mort Dog's back. Fucking all hail Mort Dog. Yeah.
All hail Mort Dog.
Thriving?
So yeah, it's they do regular open series and then there's a final. So the Paris Open, which happened second week of December, was the first of this season's patch cycle or this set's tournaments. This is theoretically the smallest, and that was $311,000 prize pool.
I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm posting this in the Discord, and we're probably gonna instantly get some flack. Just saying.
Yeah, all good. Fuck them. No,
Valorant.
All good.
Valorant, I think is solid. I can't, in good faith, put Valorant in a different tier than Overwatch.
Solid, what you mean?
Feel that. I still got World of Warcraft on here.
World of Warcraft's dead, right?
I don't think it's dead. I think it's between mid and barely hanging on because every BlizzCon they still have an arena tournament from what I follow, and they also still have the Mythic Plus speed runs, which I guess you can consider that esport, because they do compete. I don't know. Is there a prize pool for Mythic Plus speedruns? Shit. But yeah, it's definitely not super dead. But it is between mid and barely hanging on. I would personally put it in mid, just because it's Blizzard and now they're with Microsoft, so who knows where it's going to go, but it could drop. It's definitely not as popular as it once was. That's for damn sure. And then last but not least, we have Call of Duty Warzone.
I mean, we already talked about the Call of Duty League, so I figured that would be the same, right?
Yeah, it's solid. You know, they're not putting a ton of money into it, but players are definitely lining up to play the game.
Oh shit! Warzone is a completely different game. Hold on.
Yeah. Warzone's the battle royale.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Wait, where's
it's just solid.
Yeah,
that's all. The COD's in solid as well. Next to not Realm Royale, but
oh yeah, I was like looking for it. I'm like, where the hell did we even put this?
Yeah.
Did you just say Realm Royale?
I said Realm Royale. Right?
Bro, bless that game, dude.
I'm blind as hell.
That was a banger, dude. That was a banger. I don't care what anybody says. That was a banger.
For the little bit of time that it was peaking.
But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Any last minute changes to this?
Put Counter-Strike in dead game.
Do a little shuffle. I don't know. I think this is solid. Sucks that Halo is as low as it is. I don't know. I think I might drop WoW just because I don't. I'm definitely not going to say it's on the same level as Apex. Um, I think the rest is pretty solid though. Rocket League could probably go into thriving with Overwatch, but that's also kind of subjective. Um, God. All right. Might as well just close this out at 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to do a quick run through of?
Yeah, we can.
I didn't really care about that. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
The biggest thing I think I see with the first point, for those of you who don't know, is NRG just recently got sold to Dark Zero Esports.
Yep.
So
Shaq sold?
That's kind of huge.
Yeah. Big deal.
I don't have too many details on that. The boys have more details over on the loading screen if you guys want to check that out on the last episode. But that's one of the major acquisitions. There's also been a couple teams. It's I think Sentinels said they were dropping out of the Valorant scene.
Yeah, but they're joining. But they just bought back into League of Legends.
Yep.
Nice.
So they made that little transition
under a new name. Do you know what Sentinel's original team name was called? Because it was awful.
No.
Sentinels is used to be Phoenix One Esports. And it wasn't Phoenix ONE. It was Phoenix numeral 1.
Dude, that's terrible.
Yeah. And then they hard lost out in League of Legends, got knocked out of the monetarily got kicked out of the league because of franchising and all that. And then they rebranded to Sentinels. Thank God. what a better name. And a better logo. The Phoenix One logo was not great. Exciting team, but yeah, and yeah, they've bought a spot in the League of Legends North America Championship Series, which is back.
So
it was not called. It was
interesting, honestly.
The thing that was interesting to me, and I don't know how much you guys really want to go about it, go into it. I know we kind of touch on this every time any esports comes up, but about the sports washing, the esports washing.
Esports washing?
Yeah, with Saudi Arabia buying into all the big so you have the EWC, which was the start of it, which is like the biggest tournament for a lot of scenes now, just because the prize pool is really big. And there are like scenes that really needed it. Chess is my go-to example. I'm sure there's others. But it still feels bad because everybody is fully aware of what is going on. Like they just bought out Evo, like the entire Evo series. Saudi Arabia is now the
which is nuts
owner. They bought it off of Sony.
That's absolutely like terrifying. But
to be clear, it's also
at the same time.
Didn't they just buy a portion of like EA too? Or am I thinking of something else?
Probably. And to be clear, this is also not the first time that esports washing has happened in the scene.
Sure.
Because with China and Tencent just buying up everything, which ended up not affecting much, really, all in all. Minus maybe one Hearthstone scandal.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how it goes, and I think there is going to be a huge divide in people because there's already a lot of big figures saying that they're not going to be at Evo. Big personalities, not like players, because if you play, you kind of have to go to these tournaments. or
Sure.
you missed out on a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah. But a lot of big personalities saying that they won't be at Evo this year. That being one of the leading reasons.
Well, I mean, is that?
But
It makes you wonder, like, where is that going to change, like land locations kind of thing, or is it just gonna?
no, generally not. So it is like an open knowledge that esports is just losing money. It's not a profitable venture at all, in any sense of that word. Except in major markets like League of Legends in China and Korea. I think PUBG is profitable actually in Asia as well. Fortnite with all their other extra content.
Well, that's the thing I think with I think esports is weird when it comes to trying to keep it sustainable, right? There's obviously a shitload of money in esports. There's obviously a shitload of money in advertising to people who watch esports. And then of course the players who play that, but it's like comparing it to like traditional sports, right? You got NFL, right? You don't really have you got football, baseball, you know,
Specifically in America, yeah.
Yeah, football, baseball, I don't know, hockey, soccer. You got like 4 to 6 actual things, whereas everybody in the gaming industry wants their own fucking esports scene. Every single game has to have its own fucking esports scene. I think that's where the disconnect comes of whether esports as a whole is going to like increase in profitability or decrease, because it's that saturation aspect, right? You got this big, you got FPS, and then you got people, you got whatever. You got the big FPS scene, right? And then you got the games in the FPS scene. And then you got the viewers in the FPS scene that want to watch the games of that FPS scene. So it's just like you're literally just dividing everything and then expecting to get the top pyramid of profits when you're down here because you're in the small esports scene of this one game in this big genre.
The problem is also that the big thing that people are not overcoming right now, that needs to be addressed as far as like esports go. This isn't really a problem like fighting games as far as the companies themselves go, but in every other aspect of this is that where do a lot of money for sports teams come from?
Advertising.
Investors.
Ticket sales. Going to the stadium.
Yeah.
Going to see the A's, the Giants, the Dodgers, or whatever, and charging people to come see the game. And then they're also bought into the television, like ESPN is co-owned by a lot, by the leagues, and separately because of that, the teams. Which those are two revenue sources that esports just doesn't have, per se. Because like if you look at Overwatch League or League of Legends, it's the same stadium. But the problem is that that's not owned by the teams themselves. The people who are pouring millions of dollars to create the best esports athlete that you can. They don't see any of the profit of the views. And then, there's barely any revenue share on Twitch or YouTube. So the burden of the cost fully leans on the monetization of the game and advertisement, which is two very limited fields of revenue. but I don't know how you solve that problem. All in all, because also doing like the coast to coast thing is not great. Overwatch League tried to do that, but stadiums are really expensive to build.
That's a big problem.
Maintaining them is really expensive. They're really expensive to maintain.
So like,
but people also just don't do like teams should. How many pro players like names do you know in your scene? And then even within that scene, how many of those pro players do you even care about like as a person? Is like a really big problem in esports right now too, right? Like there aren't that many superstars. All the superstars are the co-stream, like Scump.
Yeah.
Was a good example of that. Like Scump,
it's true.
Great.
Well,
I mean, even like Nade Shot, right? Like Nade Shot was great. Ninja.
I mean, that just kind of goes back to the whole saturation thing too. It's like, I mean, people like Nate Shot, Ninja. I don't think Shroud did really any like
Shroud did a
vlogs.
shit ton.
I mean,
Did
like vlogs or
streaming.
shit.
He did a lot of streaming, so you got to interact with him personally. Like, you didn't need to. Because Shroud is part of that era, right?
So it's like those players built their own personas individually. It wasn't the teams that made their personas; it was them.
Yeah, but I think that is
That was
still on
Optic
the.
though.
Huh?
I mean,
Optic did had like as an organization. I've always said that other orgs, especially in Call of Duty, needed to take after Optic because Hex, he made his guys vlog. He was like, "Here's a camera,
Yep.
go record some shit. Like,
No,
let people know who you are." And
your stream should be
because of that shit, like people, actually care about Optic, man. So
Yeah.
You also don't even need that big. You can go lower. You can just say, "Hey, you have a minimum number of hours you need to stream. You're queuing up anyways. Be entertaining. Like, go be a human. Like, because that's the problem is that like people need to be a product that teams want to pick up. Like, of course, being good is important, but also you can be relative to the league, shit at the game, but be really entertaining.
Yep.
And be like a bottom 2% fragger in the league, but people will still come and watch you play. 100%. And that's more important than topping the charts, especially if you're not actually the like top 0.1% of the world or of the pro scene, right? If you're not really gunning for the title and everyone knows it, you strive to be that person daily, but there is a certain level of where else do I bring value?
Yeah.
If I can't click heads as quickly as the other guy, where else can
it's just interesting when you start to break it down, and it kind of goes in the whole I don't know. It just ties into a lot of other things, especially just like society wise as a whole. How people just treat each other, and like I'm gonna bring it up, but connect whatever dots you will, but like things like cancel culture, like I think that has a big effect on especially things like esports and esports teams, which is probably why you don't see a lot of like people like vlogging and stuff anymore and being behind camera, because it's like those teams are like, the moment you do something stupid, we look bad, so don't do it.
Nah, right? You are a public figure. You need to be willing to be a better public figure if you are wanting the bag, if you're wanting the success. I mean, being good is also entertaining. Fucking I don't know if you were watching Twitch back in the like TSM days, but watching Bjergsen be a beast on stream, and then being like, because he's such a grinder, he got someone to install a fucking mod so he can click the accept queue button from the bathroom, like from his phone. So he'd mirror his like computer on his phone, so you'd just be away from the screen and you'd see. There's a whole evolution of him be like, I need to go to the bathroom. I've been in queue for 5 minutes. Can you just watch the screen and click accept? Or really, it was just like clips of him running to the computer after you watch it to click accept, and then have someone manned there to click accept.
God.
To literally him on his phone just staring, and you'd watch on stream his mouse move by itself, hover over the accept button.
It's weird.
Yeah,
But
things like
that. So I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for saying this, but like it's been an idea in my brain. I just haven't thought it out how it would work, and obviously EWC hasn't fully fleshed it out. But hate them or love them, they are on the right track to bringing that kind of stuff together, like bringing the FPSs in one place, bringing the sports games in one place, bringing all of esports in one place where it should be, which again, a lot of people fucking hate. And if we're being completely honest, they obviously don't know how to manage it to its full potential. And the tournaments are kind of, the structure's weird. It's really weird because then you have teams like Team Falcons who literally registers for every single event, who's going to automatically win just because they're in more events than the previous teams. So obviously there's still the gap there that they have to work on, but they are kind of trying to start to pull those things together to make it more of like an NFL, MLB, kind of scene, I
Yeah,
guess.
I don't know if it's too saturated. As far as like the number, I do think it's silly that every game wants to be an esport. I like it's still to me a little silly that Fortnite has an esports scene. Um, but yeah, I mean, EWC is cool because you get to all the games are being played in one place, for like a month long in the middle of the year. But it's not sustainable. That model is not sustainable. Everybody knows it because it is pure loss. That event is pure loss,
So
and
lost.
it is like it is sports washing. To be clear, it is not that great of a thing. All in all, I don't have money to go there, so and
it's like they have the tournaments in Saudi Arabia where it's expensive to go there, one, and like a lot of people can't go there for economic demographic reasons, and it's just like,
if I can't
it's
watch the
a
games
pure
for free, I'm
loss.
not gonna do it. Yeah,
It's a loss at the end of the day.
but they want their foot in basically everything at this point. So
and they have the money to dump in and do so. So it's like nobody can really stop them or tell them, "Hey, don't do this," because it's a bad idea. Because they don't care. Like, look at the first EWC event. Like those numbers were fucking atrocious, and they're still doing the second one. They don't care.
yeah,
They don't at all.
I'm interested in this whole like collegiate thing that you were bringing up, Juice, because I don't know that much about the tier 2, tier 3 in most esports.
That's another thing. It's like all these collegiate esports teams are popping up.
Maryville specifically.
Well, what I mean, aside from actually like paying their students as players, kind of thing, or like keeping the money as for the school type shit, right? It's just like it's not there's no gap to bridge. It's not like you're trying to be picked up again by like an NFL team, or you're trying to get to major leagues of baseball. You're just literally at your college playing video games, and maybe like if your social media is high enough and you grind enough, you might be able to send an email to fucking Sentinels and be like, "Hey, pick me up."
That's not actually that's not how I understand getting picked up by a tier 1 org usually goes. Cuz what usually happens is that you top the ladder, right? You get into the top 50 of the ladder, and because you're top 50, you're playing this with the same exact people over and over again. And then one of those people is inevitably a pro in a tier 2 or a tier 1 org. He's gonna recommend him to his manager. His manager's gonna team. The team is like, we are looking for this specific type of player. We'll hit him up with a minimum salary, give him a tryout, see how he does. If the things that he doesn't know how to do are teachable, bring him on the team. But I do agree that there isn't a good way to have just a ton of eyes on a player before he is actually on the team, which is problematic. Because, like I said, the hardest thing is that there's no stadium for people to buy into the team. It's so hard to give teams money.
Well, so I just had this thought too, which is kind of another barrier to entry,
Yep.
for creating a scene, like for event creators, not players.
Sure.
You have these developers that want to create their own esports scene, so they create limitations on what type of outside tournaments can be created. So it's like, unless the developers themselves, the publishers, developers, whatever of that game, do whatever it takes to expand the esports scene on their side, it's not like somebody can just step in with a new idea and be like, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to just do this straight up without having to cut a deal with that specific development team. So it's like because again,
Yeah, blame League of Legends.
Going back to sports, it's like nobody created football. Nobody has the rights to football. You just go in and fucking play football. But if somebody wanted to come in and create a whole different Call of Duty event scene or a Valorant event scene, you have to go to Activision, you got to go to Riot, you got to go through all this legal shit. You got to say, because it's like they all have, I don't know about Call of Duty, but I know for Valorant they have tiers. The more price pool you put into a event, the higher tier of legality you have to fucking abide by. So it's like, there are those restrictions that are also just kind of like pushing people down, and it's like, how do we expand off that?
The problem is that, so where you're sorry, how do I make this the most palatable in the shortest amount of time? The very clear problem is that esports right now doesn't have a good way to create open tournaments, especially for team games. Open tournaments are the best way to introduce a lot of players at various levels of current success. Think about the old like MLG. Like, as long as you're good enough, you can get a ticket to MLG. And randomly one person pops off, they become a big household name. That can't happen anymore because we have a tier system and because people need to make money. So people pay attention to only tier 1 teams basically. But if you want a tier 1 team to show up in an open tournament, the tournament needs to have enough money. But if it has enough money, then too many tier 1 teams show up, and individuals who might shine don't have a chance to shine because the rest of the team sucks. So in doing so, now they're trying to have like what Riot does, and this is a very Riot specific thing, is that you have a tier 2 scene right behind your tier 1. Think of like AAAs, AAs, etc. They have tier 2, tier 3 teams. So that, and they try to make it so there was some incentive for major teams to have the AAA team. And by incentive, they forced them for a while, and it was bad. Because the problem is that new kids don't know how to play actual team game well enough, and this is true across the board. To beat veterans who are just like not mechanically as good anymore, unless the kid is that cracked. But what that ends up being is tier 2 becomes 85% retired players because winning still has value.
Makes sense.
A monetary value. And retired players have this whole background and history that people like to lash onto. You might watch the team, whether it's tier 2, tier 3, or whatever. Interestingly, because we were talking about collegiate, so League of Legends used to be, at least in America, used to be tier 1, which was the LCS, tier 2, which was the Challengers League, and then tier 3 was collegiate. And there used to be like internal channels between all like the 3 tiers to help you climb if you needed to, based on how good you were, how responsive you were to coaching, things like that. Nobody wanted to have a tier 2 team, so they scrapped that, and now it's tier 1 with a guest spot for the champion of tier 2. And then tier 2 is an open tournament, basically. Which I think the number 1, it might be the number 2 team right now, is Maryville University, who's been like fully bought into League of Legends for a while. So it includes a lot of collegiate teams, includes a lot of private teams. It also includes some, I guess they all pulled out now, but it did at one point also include some secondary teams of so you had like Cloud9 challengers in there for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think either are the solution, unfortunately. I don't know how you solve the barrier to entry at this point. I think since there isn't a lot of money coming in for esports, there's a lot of risk on owners and teams to hire new people, even if they are, unless you can really certify how good they are. And it's just, for a lot of them, it's just too big of a risk, especially for the middle to bottom tier teams who just don't have as much support, don't have as much say. And I don't know how you fix that in general. Because I will say, even in the esports that I watch, I would say 70% of players should retire who are in the league. Shouldn't be in the league anymore. They had their chance, and some of them are the greats, but
go be
get
a
out.
content creator.
Yeah, go be a coach. Go be a content creator. Go sit on the millions of dollars that were overpaid before salary caps were introduced.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's just a hard thing, and the answer currently is just be so much better than that have on you.
Well, that's the thing. You have to put so much time into being the best nowadays. Otherwise, it's just,
hey, that's what the 3 of us will never be the best. It's just the 9 to 5, that keeps us down.
I don't know. I've weighed my options. Obviously, I already play a shitload of video games, and I've weighed the options of just fucking sitting on one game endless amount of hours and trying to grind it out. But it's just like, is it worth it at the end of the day? Like, for that,
oh yeah, for sure.
For that tiny percent chance nowadays, especially, to just 16 plus hours a day just grinding one game trying to find people to play with and hoping that somebody just comes around and be like, hey, you want to be on the team, and maybe you get a minuscule salary from that.
Watching my opponent cry a single tear is worth it.
Word.
Now, real quick, when it comes to the esports thing, part of the reason why I brought that up is because I was having a conversation about fan bases and the fact that, like, we were talking about earlier, like, there's not enough money, not enough support going into it, right? So there's I guess it's the question of, do we think that there's a potential for esports to grow fan bases easier through the collegiate route? Because, well, I mean, you already have a shit ton of students that go to the school as it is. So if there are students that are interested, maybe this is an easy way to get them, to get that fan base, easier, right? I mean, a lot of people who go to colleges, maybe they know that their football team is ass, but you know what? That's my alma mater. So for that reason, I'm going to support them. And if that's a route for esports as well, I think is a worthy route. I mean, we saw, like you said earlier, we saw what happened with Overwatch, right? You had the Houston Outlaws and the San Francisco Shock, and it was like no one in San Francisco or Houston gave a shit about that team. Like, people in those cities were still rooting for the players, not for the fact that it was a team from their city. So
I think you need to do what I really this is something that I wish they did in League of Legends. I think you set up a headquarters in whatever city you want to rep. San Francisco, LA, New York, Houston, obviously a big one, right? You set up a headquarters. You do watch parties every day there are games for fans to show up and just watch. Give away some merch. During the off season, have a show, like have the players show up at that office. Do like a road show to New York or whatever, and have like a fan meet and do all that. And most teams are invested in multiple esports, so you could have that happen kind of year round.
Well, I think that just kind of goes back to the whole. But my brain keeps going to the word saturation, but that's not necessarily the right word here. Um, of like, you're just not you're you're you have different sections of the game with different tournaments. So it's like you can't take these small tournaments for example. It's like you have 5 different tier 3 Overwatch tournaments and they're all getting that tiny bit of money. It's like, of course it's not going to look like it's thriving because everybody's getting that little tiny portion instead of spearheading something that because then you still got your tier 2 scene what for lack of an argument has like 7 tier 2 events and they're all getting that little tiny bit of money as well, but that's funneling into the OWCS at the tier 1, which isn't really getting much of anything because everybody's watching these 7 tier 2 and these 5 tier 3 events instead of the expensive tier 1 event, right?
I think it's the opposite. No one's watching anything.
That's the other thing. Nobody's watching anything because there's so many fucking games to watch.
Nobody's watching tier 1. No one's watching tier 2. No one's watching tier 3. It's only the diehards. Yeah. Unfortunately.
I think that's another thing.
There aren't there are zero headlines. Just having games running on a stream isn't doing shit for me.
There's no storyline. There's no storyline for anything.
You need your players to be personalities. I think that is the core thing that esports needs to like really pick up on right now, is that you need personalities. You need people to talk their mind. We had a great savior of North America League of Legends, APA. His whole shtick for a year is that he would chat in all chat throughout the game. with some of like some mid-tier toxic shit. Because you can't go full toxic on a public broadcast. Like he would be like, "Crazy, you sent so many people after me just to lose." Kind of like that. Like there was an LCS final, like it was 2 years ago, where he was typing and the opponent was like, "It's crazy that you're this shit at the game and still typing." And they broadcasted it because it's a good storyline. It's like, oh man,
Yeah,
talk.
that is the big thing right there. Like what Mike said is there's no you just get streams of games. You get streams of games and you get casters talking about that game. It's
Yep.
Everybody cool. Everybody might as well be play by play. There is no storyline. There is no connectivity. You're streaming the game and somebody's commentating over it. It's the same shit every fucking stream, and there's nothing else to expect. And people, they wonder why.
Explicitly the thing. Yeah.
They wonder why there's no views, because it's the same shit I can go watch on fucking Timmy's stream, who's fucking just doing a watch party. Like,
yeah.
I could go watch my favorite streamer commentate and co-stream, or I can watch these two that I find one person being completely annoying and another guy giving seemingly no information. I'm just going to go watch the streamer that I can actually relate to, and that esports money buy, streamer money hello. Like,
yep, there it is.
Yeah, I mean, it is one of those things where I actually don't think. I think there are enough people watching video games that I don't think the number of esports that are going on right now, I don't think it's too much. I think everyone who wants to watch if everyone watched their top 3 games, they'd be able to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe not live due to scheduling stuff and time zones, but they would be able to follow their top 3 esports league on top of whatever else they have.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that it's just not interesting, and there isn't any content you're getting on the live official broadcast. I don't think it's even necessarily just storylines. I think there just needs to be good content. Because, like you said, why the hell would I listen to Billy and Joel fucking talk about how they're setting up smokes when I can go watch Tim the Tatman fucking rage on about a chatter's comment, or my comment even, because he's actually reading the stream, and I'm actually like interacting with somebody who I have a parasocial relationship with. Like, that's way more fun.
Yeah, and it's like you also get that. I mean, not saying that esports broadcast should be completely unfiltered, but it's like you got the esports broadcast that's kind of like play by play, professional, whatever. Like, of course, that's fine. Like, NFL does it, whatever.
Yeah.
But you have that storyline, you have those players. Whereas I could just, like in your example, I can either listen to somebody talking about, he smoked here, this player smoked here, and then they go here, and then, or I can go watch Timmy the Tatman be like, why the fuck did you just smoke there? What are you doing? Like, what are like getting into it?
Well, like when there's a lull in the action, he can be like, "No, what the fuck? Why the fuck would I grate cheese on my eggs? You fucking idiot!" Like, I don't know. I'm putting someone random on blast right now. But like, yeah, having like a personality who you like relate to during the downtimes is great. I also think esports we should have like a red zone for esports.
Yeah.
TLS. I mean, what?
TLS.
But just having like something midweek to help you think about the matches coming up.
Yeah.
With the on broadcast talent, I think is important because it also informs new viewers who these people are. I'm completely blinking. What's the show with Shaq and
It's inside the
Charles?
NBA.
Yeah, Charles Barkley. Like, imagine you didn't know who those two people were, and they're just fighting, even though they're like two of the greats, right? You're like, I have no idea what's going on, blah blah blah, and then but because you don't know, you like start getting attached to their characters, and then you can start looking into it. And then it makes the actual games themselves more interesting because you're talking about the things that you're thinking about the things that they're talking about.
Yeah, I agree.
There just needs to be more personalities in the scene. Scump.
There needs to be.
Scump can't be the only
Scump has
one.
been proof of that.
Scump can't
been
be the
proof
only
of it with his
one.
watch parties. You just give us more scene, give us more personalities, and people will watch.
The number of
100%.
people that have told me I don't watch Call of Duty, I watch Scump.
Yeah,
is way more than you would expect as somebody who does not watch Call of Duty.
Yeah,
sure, bro.
I mean, we got the ideas at Crack Media. We just it's going to be a slow burn, unfortunately.
I have been told I there was a point in time I want to say like 5 years back where I was like, man, I really want to like figure out how I can get myself onto the LCS broadcast. And my friend was like, damn, I would hate you on broadcast. But it would be so entertaining.
Yeah. Dude, that's what we're looking for. You know? Like, yeah, man.
You would have some of the worst takes you'd have bad takes that were backed by statistics.
Well, I think that's also another thing, and probably kind of leave it at this because I know Mike wants to hit deadlock before we go. But it's like
before I die.
It's like yeah, because we're already 2 hours in, boys. But it's like, when's the last time, even in a tier 1 broadcast, that you have seen consistent talent? Like, the only thing that really comes to mind is maybe the HCS. Like, the HCS is probably the most consistent on-air talent of tier 1 esports. And I could be wrong because I haven't watched like OWCS or Counter-Strike in a while. But things like Apex, like they're always rotating out casters, they're always rotating out analysts, they're always rotating. It's like nobody can really even connect with those people either, because there's always somebody new, there's always somebody with a different take, there's always somebody with a different perspective. So it's like, if you can't connect with the on-air broadcast, how are you going to connect with the game? How are you going to connect with players? How are you going to connect with the storyline in general? Like, it just, there's so many factors that esports kind of needs to figure out before it does take that insane plummet to, not to the bottom, but towards the bottom, until it makes another loop back. No, sorry, another loop. Fuck. You know, you know where I was going with that. But yeah.
You're doing great.
I think we're gonna leave this at with Mike doing some deadlock updates, because there have been some huge ones. And yeah,
I'll be brief.
I'll be brief. I mean, we're already splitting this into 2 episodes, for sure.
Damn, CJ's not here for 1 day, and we knock him out for 2 full episodes.
And if CJ were here, this would probably be 3 episodes.
Yeah,
because we'd have to talk about the Street Fighter movie.
Oh
again.
My God. God.
Yeah, I mean, so few things happening in Deadlight. So there's been a big rumor that they're going into open beta in Q1
Ooh,
of this year. So there's
okay.
been a lot of a lot of excitement around it. People who there are some content creators who've got some leaks, and in the past their leaks have been accurate. So the fact that they're speaking on this kind of gives me hope that this is we're finally getting to the point of Deadlock going to the masses. I'm really excited about that because I really want to see what the reception is going to be. Obviously, Valve, they know how to make a video game, so I expect for it to have some success. Um, but that on top of the props that Shroud gave to it last year has kind of got me excited for the future. Plus, back in August, we got 6 new characters, which did really good for the player base, and and the active player base. It's still for a game that's still like close, still hitting like 25 to 30K on average a day. Now there's also another rumor that there's going to be 6 more characters coming in January this month. So that on top of some map changes, some like visual overhauls. Oh man, we my 2,000 hours might turn into 4,000 pretty fast at this rate. Um, but I'm very excited for it. I mean, now again we've been talking about esports, right? So it's like assuming that this all does happen. Granted, there already are esports tournaments happening for Deadlock. What does that mean for the Deadlock scene then? Like what's their approach to esports? Is it the same as every other game, or are they gonna have
Um,
some kind of new twist? Who fucking knows? But
I mean,
I'm excited for.
with them like doing Dota and everything, I'm sure they're going to try to create something on their own, which I would not be surprised about. But it's like it goes back to the other aspect of like how exclusive are they going to make it? Is anybody else going to be able
Yeah.
to get into the scene, or is it just going to be in OWCS League Valorant kind of franchising situation?
Mhm. 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 Yeah, 'cause there's
No.
there's there's Fight Night right now, which I don't believe has any ties to Valve, but it's a solid tournament series. And Deathy was doing his own tournament series as well. Again, not tied to Valve. He's putting up his own money for the earnings. So shout out to Deathy. But
What we need
sorry, go
tournament
ahead.
websites. I was gonna say we need tournament websites back. I think it would be really fun to have like I was gonna say challenge, but I don't remember the actual name of the
Like Face It.
website.
Battle 5, Face
Face
It.
It.
Like kind of like Face It.
There,
There's some older ones where like you could actually like get you wouldn't win money. You'd specifically win tokens, but the tokens could be like cashed out for like Amazon gift cards
Mm,
and shit like that.
oh yeah, like the fantasy sites and shit. Well,
Kind of, yeah.
sort of.
Except you'd actually play like I did it for StarCraft, and made me want to play more StarCraft because I would
yeah,
weekly.
game battles.
But it was specifically if you had to be plat or below. Like it was like,
Go
oh, if
figure.
you have to be under this rank to join this tournament.
Yeah.
You have to be it'd just be fun, and then encourage more people to play. Because I think that we also need like 0 pro player tournaments back. And just a whole. And I was thinking like this deadlock might be the new wave where like we all know that the first wave of tournaments is just gonna have a bunch of people who are friends joining joining
Yeah.
as a squad, and then the elite of the elite of those groups are gonna get picked up by C9.
Yeah. Well, that again, like broken record at this point. It's just the fact of fucking T1 developers, like T1 events and developers, just kind of like gatekeeping the top of the pyramid, right? But anyway,
Mm. Going to colleges.
it'll
That's
be
the
sick.
moral of the story. Collegiate.
Yeah, spend $50,000 on an education that you don't even care about to play esports. Valid. But,
Anyways, I downloaded Deadlock.
They know what it is. I don't know. That's gonna be sick though when it goes into open beta. I hope it does create a surgence. Especially due to the fact that because you still need an invite to play the game right now, right?
Currently, yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully that creates a surgence. More people are gonna get into it. It'll be exponentially better, and hopefully Crack Media can start doing those tournaments before it becomes super official and Valve just kind of closes the door on everybody.
That was usually been pretty good about letting third-party people do things, though. I don't know how true that will be nowadays.
We'll see.